In this video, we're going to go over how to e-file an amended return. Now, once you've logged into your software and you're looking here at your client's dashboard here, the client manager, there are two ways we can go about starting an amended return. Now, regardless of the method we choose, the process to e-file the amended return is the same. Now, one way that you can go about it is if you did not create the original return. If you did not prepare and e-file the original, but you are doing the amended return, you would want to come up here to New Return. And then on this screen here, you're going to enter the taxpayer, the primary taxpayer's social, enter it twice, and then down below, it is very important you select the second option here, Form 1040X. This means you're going to be preparing the amended return. So once you go in, you click on Save and Continue, you're taken into the program like you always would. You're going to prepare the corrected return. On the 1040X, you're going to enter the values in the original column. And then you will have an extra question that asks if the original return has been e-filed and accepted. You'll need to indicate yes on that. And then you'll go to the Form 8879 and we'll proceed as we normally would. All right, but let's step back and let's take a look at a return that we have prepared ourselves and that we has been accepted and that we're going to e-file. So I'm going to pick on my client here. As we can see, the return has been accepted. The edit option that we usually take to get in has now been grayed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the right hand side under the others, and we're going to click on this option here to file amended return. And are we sure? Yes, we are. All right, so we're going to see all of our information here about the tax return here. So then we're going to come down here where it says amended return not started and to file amended return. And then we're going to check the box for our federal and for our state. Depending on your return, you may have no states. You may have multiple states. You'll just want to select the ones that need to be changed. And then you're going to click on Save and Continue Return. All right, so now we are in the return here. We're looking directly at the 1040X, and you can see up here at the top it says in red letters Amended Tax Return here. So what we're looking at is we're looking at our corrected amount columns here. So this amount, it's going to automatically update. So when you go in and make your changes to the W-2, the 1099, the Schedule C, D, E, whatever it may be, this correct amount column will automatically update to reflect those changes. Now, like I was mentioning before, you may have some questions up here at the top about your original return. Was it e-filed and accepted? We'll just want to make sure we say yes on this one here. And then we're going to scroll down to the bottom. We're going to click on Save. All right, and so now I'm going to take a few moments. I'm going to make some changes to this return, and then when we come back, we're going to go to the 8879, and we will then go through the e-file process. Okay, now I've made some changes to this tax return here so that the figures have adjusted. So once I've made all of my changes, I've come here to the Form 8879. I am entering the PIN number and updating the date and all the information here, and then I'm clicking on Save. And then after you've clicked on Save, just like before, we're going to come up here to the top. We're going to go through our Verify and Complete. So I'm going to start with Verify. All right, and so I have a non-critical error, so it's saying that I now owe tax and the electronic funds withdrawal is not completed. That's okay, so I'm going to ignore and continue this one. So now I'm taking here to the next page here for our amended tax return. If I want to mark the returns completed, yes I do. Are you ready to mark the returns reviewed? Yes I do, and we want to file this return as electronically. And as if you remember, if you click on Save and Close, it keeps you within the tax return here, but if we click on Save and Redirect to Manage Returns, it takes us back out to our dashboard. So we're going to go click on this option here. We're taken back out here to our client manager. So now we can see under the details here, we have our federal first amended and our state first amended, and both here are eligible for e-file. Now you can go through the payment feature if you want to add an invoice for this amended return, so you essentially be adding a second invoice, you are able to do so. Now, just be note that you normally can't add a bank product, a refund transfer product to an amended return. Generally, it's just for the original. So for this example, I'm not going to add a new invoice, but you can if you'd like. So I'm going to click on this back to Manage Returns. We're taken back here to our screen. So if we go down here below, we see that under EFile, our return is ready to EFile. I'm going to click on Transmit Now. So then it takes us to this page of our states. What do we want to EFile? We want to EFile our 1040, and we want to file our state return as well. And now once we've made our selections, I want to send it right away. I'm going to click on Transmit Now. And so now we can see that our first amended returns for federal and state are both now queued. All right, so now it's been sent to the transmitter. We're just waiting. It's going to go through its normal process of transmitted and hopefully accepted. And like before, you can always come here to this screen here for this particular client to check the status. You can also come over here to go to EFile. And by clicking on this icon here, then you can either search for them specifically by the name, the social, whatever it may be, or you can just pull in all returns just by clicking on the status up here at the top. So if I click on queued, here is our return that we had just sent. We notice that our federal Missouri, they are the same colors here, this peach color here. So it'll go through its standard process of transmitted and accepted. And if you need to pull it back for whatever reason, you do have that option. As long as it's in the queued state, the queued status, you can click on this link here to remove it, to pull it back. So if you any additional changes that need to be made, you can do so. But that is how you would start an amended return and how you would e-file an amended return.